And so I'll give you my process. So what I would typically do is I'd be like, you know what? I need to be more organized about this. So I'm going to start taking notes, and I'll get like Evernote, and I'll get the browser plugin, and I'll just start clipping things. Clip, 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 clip. And then all of a sudden I have a bajillion things stored in my Evernote, and it's just, I am actually scared to look at it. Like I don't want to open it because there's just too much stuff. And then I realize, wait a minute, I'm not looking at these notes ever again. I've just been clipping things and sending them to the void. So you talk about this in the book. And so I really want, your expert opinion here. What am I doing wrong? And for anyone else who can relate to my experience where you've tried to do note taking and it's just been sending things into the void, what are we doing wrong, and how can we do it better?
It's a phase that I think is actually helpful to go through. I think the basic kind of problem is, for all of human history, we lived in an environment of information scarcity. So all of our mindsets and habits and our approaches are designed for scarcity, right? Like you hear a negative insight, oh, I gotta keep that because it's gonna go up in smoke. But suddenly, just in the past like 0.0001% of human history, we've switched all of a sudden to an environment of total abundance, hyperabundance, right? And so all of those instincts are incorrect and actually lead us, astray. And so I'd say it's good even to go through, I call it the hoarding phase, right? Go through a hoarding phase. Go through a phase where you're keeping every single quote you come across. Go through a phase where you're, web clipping every website that might be useful. But then when you reach that point that you mentioned that you've reached, right, where you go to the other side of the coin, your future self goes back to all this stuff you've collected and realizes what I think is the important realization to have, which is that when you collect everything, you might as well collect nothing, right? When you try to save all the knowledge, you end up not having any knowledge that's accessible. If you save everything, you end up just creating a huge amount of work for your future self to organize, distill, review, boil down that to its essence.